Late night talk show host Jimmy Kimmel will return to air tonight following his abrupt suspension last week in the wake of comments made about Charlie Kirk's assassination. Joining us live now is Sky News US analyst Michael Ware. Michael, good to see you. So this statement that we got from Disney says that after thoughtful discussions with Jimmy Kimmel, the network and ABC decided to reinstate his show, but didn't explain why they reversed their previous decision. Why do you think Disney and ABC backflipped?
Well, look, that's the great question, mate, because we just don't know. Was this a political decision or was this a commercial decision? Were they worried about their audience and their advertisers, or do they just want to appease President Trump, who's made no secret of the fact that he can't stand Jimmy Kimmel, because Jimmy Kimmel's brand is solidly anti-Donald Trump. And look, President Trump doesn't like people who don't like President Trump, and Kimmel's definitely one of them. What was different about this is that the FCC, the Federal Communications Commission, weighed in. The Trump appointee chair of that commission said that they had many remedies they could look at to remove Jimmy Kimmel or to take action, and that Jimmy Kimmel had been sinister and was part of a concerted campaign to put out disinformation. Now, it's that move that has made this so significant, because we saw ABC pull a late night show host because, in essence, he was also not a fan of President Trump. This time, however, it's the fact that what's supposed to be an independent government watchdog weighed in, potentially at President Trump's urging, or simply trying to guess what the president would like them to do. So look, we don't know if Disney did this for money or for politics. They could have lost audience because the people who watch Kimmel are watching him because they like his brand. Those loyal viewers could have walked away. At the same time, advertisers may not have wanted to have had their brand associated with what Kimmel has been saying and what he may continue to say. So at the end of the day, we just don't know the answer to that question, but it really has struck yet another free speech flashpoint here in America.
Just before we came on air this morning, Michael, Donald Trump's press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, blasted 58 House Democrats that voted no and 38 that voted present on a resolution that condemned the assassination of Charlie Kirk and all forms of political violence. She says it was a motion that had no strings attached and shows how radical the Democrat Party has become. What's your reaction to that earlier press conference?
Yeah, look, I thought it was interesting and in perhaps a dark way that this motion before the House of Reps did not pass. I mean, I just don't see the gain in objecting or in effect abstaining by saying present. But, you know, that's their right. That's part of free speech. Politically, I guess it's playing to what these Democrats perceive as their base. Because, look, half the country doesn't like or did not like the late Charlie Kirk and doesn't agree with anything that he said, whereas the other half sees him as a prophet and a free speech hero who helped them to feel proud again to be truly conservative and to embrace the Bible and Christianity. You know, for them, Charlie Kirk very much was a symbol of bringing Christ back into society and bringing Christ into government. And so for a large group of Democrats not to want to acknowledge Charlie's passing, Charlie's assassination, which was a dreadful event, may reflect their view of their constituencies.
Michael Ware, appreciate it as always. Thanks so much. Have a great day.